Hello everybody. Today I'm going to work on several parts in the forward cabin, such as the fuel line covers, the seat floors and the flap actuator. So I start with dimpling the top skins. In a previous session I primed the top skins, so because they're now primed I can dimple them. Again, we dimple them so we can use flush rivets, which means that they can be really inserted into the skin in a way that they won't have any drag. That was the fore top skin. This is the back part, so that's the almost, let's say the tail cone part. A little later, after dinner, so I use a DRDT2 machine for let's say the most of the parts, but on the sides, as you can see here, I use the squeezer, the pneumatic squeezer, because it's just very fast and very easy to do. Also on the sides sometimes you cannot really reach it with the DRDT2, or you can reach it but then you have most of the part, let's say, not laying on the bed, so that's unhandy. Okay, with the top skins dimpled, I can now start on the forward floors. So the forward floors is the hole that you see is where the control stick comes out, and I need to make kind of a cover because the sticks, there is a boot, stick boot cover, and that needs to be fastened to the floor, and you have to create your own stick boot fastener. Let's put it that way. So you start with raw aluminum and then you have to measure it correctly, drill holes, because sharp edges won't work, and then drill out all the excess of the material. And you just keep a very small edge, which is the stick boot cover, as you can see here. And then you have to bend it a little, and yeah, that's it. So now I'm drilling the holes. I use the floor as a guide, as a drill guide, and I guess that's ready. Maybe I have to insert some nut plates. Not sure how far I'm with that. Okay, after done the floor, as you can see the seats are still not primed, so that will come later. I will start with the front side, which are mostly covers for the fuel lines and the fuel selector and stuff. So it's where your feet are normally, and yeah, you need to build covers for that. I bought a special fuel selector, so I don't use the standard Vans selector, but I take one of NVAV. They have very nice fuel selectors, which are much more beautiful than the standard Vans. So that's the one I selected. Okay, apparently I continue here with the boot sticks, so I'm dimpling that and I'm inserting the nut plates so I can actually screw the stick boot fastener on it. Okay, that's done. Next drawing. Okay, that's the cover plate for the fuel lines. So the fuel lines come from the wings and they go to the middle of the cabin, and then it goes forward in a space, and those plates are the cover of that space, so you won't hit it with your boots or whatever when you're flying. It should be the case that you don't see fuel lines inside, because that could be dangerous. It's just aluminum, so it's not like steel or something, so it shouldn't be in the way. The cover plates are let's say you have to make this kind of a rib, a small rib for it to attach it. But that's actually quite hard to make. You make it from a small aluminum angle, and the hardest part is actually determining where to place it, because it's not on the drawings, so you have to kind of measure it while you're attaching it. Finally I succeeded in that, but that is not in this video. It's in a later video. Here I'm just checking if everything fits. So I'm preparing all the parts to be able to insert everything in the forward cabin area. Sometimes it takes a lot of time to prepare everything before you actually can insert stuff. And then again, once it's inserted, as you can see, nothing is primed, so you still need to get everything out again and then scuff it, clean it up and prime it. Okay, here's the inside, and you can see where the fuel lines should go. So behind that cover, the fuel lines go to the middle and then forward. That's the fuel selector holder, so that's the part where the fuel selector goes in. And you can see in the bottom, that's where the fuel lines go to the firewall forward, where the engine is. So from the side, from the wings, the fuel lines come in and then it goes forward. Okay, continuing with the flap actuator. So in the previous session we created all these parts, and now we can install them and see if everything fits. So these side skins are very thin, so you have to be very careful there. They're probably only 20th of an inch, so 20,000 I think. So that's not much. Okay, continuing building my pie in the sky.